This is gonna be a quick stream. Interesting. Yeah, just a quick stream. I had to go live. I said I was going to, so. Let me just post it to like Snapchat. We'll call it good. Sweater's getting hot. Oh, what I was trying to do, but cool. Share. Copy link. Snap and post it. Cool. There it is. It makes sense. Someone fighting outside. Okay. I don't really have much to talk about, I just realized. But we're gonna keep streaming anyways. Fights are always fun. Sometimes. If you're making like mad amounts of money, otherwise it's kind of pointless.
Protect the bombs.
Worm.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
True. Facts.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
Actual agreement. Just gonna go fucking barricade everything.
10 seconds left.
Door pacified.
5 seconds and counting. Bomb located by Op 4.
Just gonna barricade it all. It's your boy Skinny Penis, dad, bro. It's your boy. Gross long. Holy shit. I almost got my dome taken off for no reason because I'm being a smartass.
Throwing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god, it's all your fault that I'm getting a stupid phone call.
Scan. Starting timer. Been exposed.
Ooh, they shot at me because they suck. Fucker. Oh, he saw me as I saw him. I had the bullet. I had the kill. Where'd my shit go? Oh, there it is. That's alright.
Bomb diffuser in place.
That's what you get, my guy.
Op 4 last.
Damn. He was like, what's crapping in, my dude? How was your day? My day was gravy, baby. I went to a really cool place that I'm gonna post in a few little bit. Not like as a video, but it's a Snapchat. I couldn't take a video. It wasn't just wasn't the right setting. It wasn't gonna come out good at all. Like I had like this much space to move around, and I don't know how much of the same shit I could have repeatedly filmed. And then it got to the point where like even if I wanted to film and was filming, I couldn't anymore. It would have been cut. But you guys are gonna see what I've been getting into and what will becoming in vlog videos soon. But yeah. What's up, Michaela? But yeah, your boy's getting into some stuff, and it's gonna go good. It's going good. It's gonna be what's gonna produce some content, thankfully. Not to mention it's got some other good news attached, but that'll come out in a video. Ooh, crap, my back felt great. Hi, it's been LOL.
We need to locate a bomb. 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm so tired of my toilet work. Damn, dude.
The diffuser is now secured.
Hi, it has been.
Located and defused.
So I did another art thingy for you because your Jackson is aesthetic creatures, so I get inspired to do art things. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Do I get to see it? Is it done? Also, yeah, like send them to me because I want to start like posting a lot more stuff that has to do with like other people other than just myself. I've actually been quite happy that like some people have tagged me and stuff in like their stories because Instagram incorporated this thing where you can share it to your story as well and tag them back. So it's been allowing me to be like, not be like, but oh fuck, but to show gratitude in ways I have not. I think this is a better way to say it. So yeah, definitely. Ooh, what if? How the fuck are you gonna be able to shoot me? But I haven't been able to like actually. get in there. Like, you can't even see me. Oh, I fucking had him. That's bullshit, dude. Damn, I haven't drawn in forever. Oh, slacking. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I've been working on painting, but I can't think of how to do the words. Don't think about it. Feel it. I'm a Seihon artist at this point. You just your sole skill set is just pictures of me.
Eliminated all friendlies.
That makes sense. Sounds interesting. Ooh, nice. How so? He shot the fuck out of him. Damn. That angle is dirty, eh? Boom, 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 boom. See if I can't get a little funky with Gav. Get a little spicy. How was your weekend? It was good. It's chill. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Just chilling throughout the week. My boss let me go early today, which is cool. I got a migraine, so it was perfect timing. Did some cool stuff later today, and
Secure the area.
it's
Protected.
been a solid one. Tell you what.
Op 4 has
Here come
located
no
a
spooky
bomb.
games.
Ready for assault.
The reason today no spooky games is because I didn't get to broadcast the normal time I would, where if I got scared, I'd be able to, you know, freely be loud if I want to, and if I don't want to be loud or can't be loud, you know, I can also do that if I want to, like, try to fight it, like sometimes I do in the video games.
10 seconds left.
But it's, you know, 12:00 fucking 3, my mom's asleep, I'm pretty sure the roommate's asleep, so
Bomb
it's
located by Op 4.
not a good time, because if I accidentally scream and can't control it, it's gonna be 2 angry people at me. You know, I'm not trying to make anyone mad. Have a heart attack? No, it's not true. That's not the case. I mean, I don't want to have a heart attack, but that's not why. There's nothing to do with it. I literally just gave the explanation. You gotta listen first. Oh my god. Oh, fuck.
Tossing front.
Yeah, fuck you, big boy. Yeah, cocksuckers, just you and me. Come here. Oh, I fucking had him. That's bullshit, dude. Get him. You got this boy out. False. I thought I was about to die. Why? Hi, people. Hi, Rachel. So, that life was creepy. No bad. Dumbass thought he had them all. Fucking stupid. So let's play the most scariest games. I mean, I played some of the most scariest games that can be considered scary. I don't really know what is the scariest game because there's a lot of AAA scary games and I pretty much played them all. Like oldies and newbies, all of them. So I don't really know what the scariest is. For some reason, that sounds like an egoic feat, but it's not like that big of a feat. Cause like everyone does. Bro, the Outlast was pretty scary. Second one was fucking killer, but then it dragged out at the end, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. How am I still getting so many views?
We need to locate a bomb.
No, Outlast is good. I wish they'd make another one. I hope they have one in the works. I would have something in the works. That'd be so cool.
Your drone has found a bomb.
So I'm looking to get spooked. I'm looking to get chased again. I just want to know what the scary games they really do have in the works because there's not a lot out there. There's not a lot of like get your fucking panties all moist, scary ass games. You know what I mean? Like there's out like I don't know. Evil Within was pretty good. That was recent,
5 seconds.
but even so, I haven't finished it, so I can't give you a full detail. But so far, it's
Been secured. You've located
scared me. But it hasn't done it
and defuse it.
over and over consistently. I'd say no. I don't know. See, I haven't played in a while. Maybe I'm making two assumptions on something I don't really remember. Because I do remember the last time I played it, I was still kind of like, still a little anxious when playing certain parts. Alright, yeah. Totally do that. That's nice. Jesus, bro. At this point, we end up meeting. I'm just gonna pop out a. Wait. Pop out. I'm reading that in a second. How's that? Right, we're not doing this again.
Adrenaline surge incoming. Activating adrenaline surge.
Yeah, that headshot feel. I didn't see that coming.
You have dropped the diffuser.
Ooh. I was so blind firing. That was so dumb. What did I come back to? I don't know. Jesus, at this point, we end up meeting. You're just gonna pop out of a crack in a door. Some shit's gonna hell me. Oh, hell yeah. Just chase him. Don't chase him. There was a clown chasing me on Saturday. Was it scary? That's no bueno. We don't chase him, Seth. That's no. Clowns kill it. Wow. We don't have that negativity, hostility here in 2018. Sorry, year's not over yet. I'll chase him. Guarantee you I'm faster. Guarantee you I'll be gone. Plus, I need to download some more scary games, anyways. Look at that. Oh, I can outrun you. I can outrun you. I did parkour once. Don't scare me. LOL. I died and laughed and died all at once. That's a lot of dying and laughing. At least you laugh though. I swear if I end up dressing, you end up dressing as a clown. There's some serious issues I need. Well, we'll just see what I happen to pull out. Maybe a clown mask, maybe the whole shebang. Might even just do a clown suit. Might pretend to take you somewhere else and actually take you to like a clown fun house and like lock it once you go inside, so you have to go through it. That'd be some shit. Fight you. It'd be funny. Daily cardio for a couple hours, has good sauce. But I got asthma. I can't have the cardios. So no bad. So say no good. Okay, cool. The clown looked like it. Like what? Well, pop. It's fucking stupid. Says an ass. You're an ass. You got the gingivitis. I taste grapefruit, but it's supposed to be strawberry. That's weird. Damn, with that asthma, sounds like you're getting chased even more. I'm gonna cough all over you. Oh, is Andy? When is he not? Oh. Yeah, I get all these compliments, and then the moment we talk about getting you guys after you pick on me all the time, all of a sudden I'm the ass. Yeah. Chase, no chase. Chase #1 MasterCard. Even more reason to chase. This is fucking weirdo. You can borrow my inhaler. You're fine. Get chase. Nah. See, your inhaler isn't albuterol. It's antisabiturol. And I can't inhale that because it's just for you. I didn't say we were asses. Oh, you're right, though. Love you, though. That's alright. I love you, too. That's why you're going in the funhouse. Wow. 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 Why is this taking so long? We should have multiple people chase him in the middle of the night. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. I've had weird nightmares where like there's people outside my house and like for some reason they want to get in, but I just won't let them in. I'm like, nah, fuck that. You all are staying out there. And they try to get in. I'm like, we're done. Like, we're done with this dream specifically. And I wake up. I'm like, nah. Why do you sound like a cat? Meow. Wow. Meow. 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 That's what my cat sounds like. I don't know if he's dying or if he's just meowing. Meow. Purge nightmares. I think I've actually had a purge stream. Have I? I think it was a purge stream. It was something similar. I don't think I really like recognized it as the quote unquote purge, but it was definitely apocalyptic. It was fucking crazy. People losing their fucking minds. It's nuts. What are you dreaming of? A lot of things. I go a lot of places in the astral, dude. More recently, dude, I know I actually told you, Andy, about my most recent astral projection. Going onto one of our satellites up in the sky. That shit is fucking intense. Like, I don't know how really to describe what this is, but that is, I don't like, I guess I did a good job then. I gotta really think it through, but like that was fucking wild, dude. Like, I still can't. I think that's what made me a little more obsessed with like the sky, because of how real that felt. Because it was real. Like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was real. It was realer than this shit is. This is fake anyways. But it was a matter of like just how it looked. It looked so clean, so crisp. It just, even like for outer space, because even on like the astral on Earth, it still is a little like you can kind of see stuff in like the air, the, I don't fucking know what to call it, the field, your sight, in your conscious field. I don't know, your third eye, whatever you want to call it. You can still see all that, but like in outer space, there's none of that. There's fucking none of that. Like, there's no floaties. There's nothing to stop the light. It's so quiet too. Like, it's so fucking ominous. It blew me away, dude. So buy an army of teeny dogs to chase you, dude. I love teeny dogs. Fuck you! Damn, they shot at me for no reason. It's kind of rude. Wow. Got him. Fuck that guy. Piece of shit. Hold on, I will continue what I was saying in a sec.
Op 4 has found the biohazard container. Prevent further access to the biohazard.
Oh shit! That was the end of me, guys. I checked my chip. We got Andy. I've actually waited for people looking through my bedroom windows. So that's are you serious? That's fucking wild.
They've ceased attempting to secure the container.
Hi, Steph. Hope you died. Hi, Cassie. What's that? Nah, dude. Astral projecting, going into outer space. I've been dreaming. I started training to astral project, like teaching myself how to do it and getting into the form of being able to do so since I was like in 9th grade, maybe even earlier, like 8th, maybe even 7th. Like, I don't know, like a fucking long time ago. Like, I was 13, 14. I'm 22 now. And I've been fighting hard to get not only out of my body. First, I had to fight to get out of my body just to get into my house. And then I had to fight to get out of my fucking house, which apparently every time I jumped through the window, I'd get teleported back in, which is, I don't know if you've ever been through that, but it's fucking annoying. Especially when it happens every time you leave your body. Well, wait, Andy's mod? Yeah, Chris fucked up. Chris fucked up, and as much as Andy can be an asshole, I know she's not going to try to fuck with my stream, so I trust her wholeheartedly to not do so. So annoying, though. No, it is. But eventually I got out of my house. I got out of my house, and I met some astral beings out there. And then after that, I didn't have another astral projection for like a while for some reason. And then I can't really remember anything in between there, but then more recently I've been starting to have them and getting more control of them. I've actually been able to control when my body paralyzes and feel exactly when it happens. I'm, in a sense, causing intentional body paralysis and sleep paralysis so I can leave my body. And I have managed to I'm finding out how to do that and correlate and do it throughout the night. Like, I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night, or I come back to my body in a sense. And then I realize if I just lay here for a second, my body will reparalyze and I can leave. I'll feel the moment it happens because I realize I'm not looking through my eyelids anymore because my eyelids are actually closed. And then I just kind of move to the side and I'm out. And I don't know what the fuck they just said to me, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, but I've been able to do it more recently because of all like the medicines I've been taking. And now that I'm able to correlate and calculate that, I actually finally, after years of being trying to go into outer space so I can see what outer space is like in the astral, I was able to do it, and it was so clear as fucking day, man. It was I don't know, it was so beautiful. It was terrifying, it was beautiful, it was like it's still vivid in my mind. Like, I can't unsee this. It's nuts, man. Like, I recommend practicing it. People are scared of sleep paralysis, but oh, dude, that's what I work for. That's what I try to get every night. Like I beg for sleep paralysis just so I can leave my body.
Protect the biocontainer.
Activating adrenaline surge.
Fuck yeah. But I work for sleep paralysis. Like people don't know the power in that shit because they get too scared. People get into fear too quickly. But oh man, I love that shit. I don't like it. It freaks me out. Exactly. You give it to the fear. You don't realize how much power it is to have sleep paralysis. People who naturally have sleep paralysis, lucky son of bitches in the fucking world. They're natural astral projectors. They can easily leave their body on fucking command. You son of a bitch. And you're complaining? Ah. Boy. Let me tell you. I had to work for this shit. I had to work to train myself to have sleep paralysis. Like, you have no idea how many years. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 9 fucking years I've had to work for this. Just to train myself to get sleep paralysis. And it freaks you out.
Need to protect the biohazard.
I just no, that's fine. I understand why it's scary because in the very beginning when I originally started, even though I knew what I was doing and I knew what it was, and I just knew what I was working towards, it was terrifying. It would happen and then I'd forget what it was while it was happening, and it took me years. That's why it took so long. It took me years to train myself to get comfortable with that feeling, and then also to remember leaving while leaving, like to have full remembering, not remembering,
Down to 10 seconds.
full memory, I guess is the word. I don't know.
5 seconds counting.
Depends if it's a good one or a bad one. If what's a good one or a bad one.
Has located the biohazard container.
The rant. The woke rant. No, you're right, though. I said usually after a night terrorist. Tell me why. Yeah, usually the reason why you have a night terrorist is due to a few... It can be a few reasons. It could be even a combination of a few things. Usually, when you're leaving your body, you're leaving into the astral. So the astral's always there. It's not like it just goes away because you woke up. It's always there. It's always doing its thing. There's always beings. I mean, there could be a being standing right next to you right now. You wouldn't know it unless you were looking for it. But part of what the issues can be is that you're not in a good energetic place. It's not like anything can hurt you there, but when you have night terrors, it's usually because you're going to a pretty low vibrational place in the astral, which is full of a lot of terrifying things. Nothing that can hurt you, but certainly scare the shit out of you, no doubt. That's one explanation. I guess the other is the possibility of like past life and current life past traumas that are unresolved and not dealt with and need to be ASAP if you want that to not be what it is. So oh, what the fuck? Oh, fucker. I was so silent I could barely hear that. LOL. So, also I think part of it is the correlation between that uncomfortable feeling. Maybe you're out and you're in a low part of the vibrational field. So if you raise your vibration higher, you will astral project in a higher vibrational field, and it's a less terrifying place. It's also more comfortable. But again, it takes practice. You gotta work past the uncomfortability. I had to. It took me 9 years. So, like I said, work through it. What damn is right to be salt? Yeah, 9 fucking years. You that right? 9 years, Jesus. I worked 9 years just to get where I am. Like I'm getting so good that I can actually go lay down right now, see out my third eye, and almost leave every time. But I'm hoping these next few ceremonies and these next few private medicine works, I guess we'll call them, for myself. I hope that they help. I'm okay with it now since I've had it since I was little. But sleep paralysis can be very scary if it's a really bad one. See, that's the thing though, is you don't know what it is. So you're assuming the really bad one is actually because it's out of your control. It's not. It's in your control. But it takes practice to have that realization, to have that awareness brought right into the center of your field. You need to develop that awareness because there's actually no such thing as a really bad astral projection. You're just going to end out somewhere you might not like, and it's really easy to get out of there. I mean, I've had it where one time I astral projected, and it started actually as a dream. It was fucking crazy. We'll skip ahead because I don't really remember much in the beginning, but I ended up in like a school hallway, and I was sitting in one of those school desks, and I had the thought to like tip it, to like push it back. Like everything became really clear, and I was like, "You're dreaming." Oh fuck, I'm dreaming. Okay, let's tip this back really fast. I don't know why. Boom. I hit the ground and I went into some black portal, and I was falling into basically what looked like a void, but there was picture frames flying by me of people's faces and houses that look oddly familiar, but I know I've never met. Not in this life, at least. I landed in my bed and I was like, I'm awake?
Locate the biohazard container.
Oh fuck, okay. And then I realized I wasn't awake. I was actually still out of my body. I somehow floated to the floor, and I went to my door. My head hit the door, and then I heard banging on it. It was like, like violent as fuck, dude. I had to stop, take what I call a deep breath, but you don't have a body, so you're not actually breathing. You're just stilling stuff, like you're causing it to become still. And then I was like, you can't hurt me anyways, so what are you doing? And then it went away. And then that's actually the night I left.
10 seconds.
So it's really a matter of like you. It's not really a matter of the place you end up in, because nothing out there can hurt you. You don't have a body. There's no nerves. There's no nothing. Like, it's just what you perceive. It can be scary, but it's also learning how to hold firmness and not to be wavered in your stance. Like, something can be scary and look at you. There's scary shit all day. We see scary shit every day, and we don't go to it. It's really no different there. We just don't like it because it's unfamiliar. It's an unfamiliar fear. It's not a familiar fear. Well, I refuse to until my brain is like, nope, you need sleep. Try to, oh, well, that's actually worse, because astral projection, one of the tips they tell you to do, nice. Bullshit, that was a fucking headshot. One of the tips they tell you to do is wait until you're really sleepy, or when you just wake up in the morning, because so if you want the science of this mixed in, is when you're going to sleep, you have a gland in the middle of your brain called the pineal gland. It's actually supposed to be the size of an eyeball, which is actually your third eye. Moving on. It's smaller than that now because of a lot of tampering and ingesting things we don't need to ingest. But it releases a chemical called dimethyltryptamine. That is a shortened vernacular for DMT. DMT is called the spirit molecule. It's a psychoactive substance that is a tryptamine in the tryptamine family and can be smoked. And if it has an MAOI inhibitor attached to it, it can be drinking. It's also known as ayahuasca. Well, when you go to sleep every night, your brain produces copious amounts of DMT. It also floods in your brain when you die and sends you to the exact places when you dream and astral project, and all the same places. All the same places. Heaven, hell, dreaming, astral projection, fourth dimension, all the same places. It's all one and the same. But that floods your brain, or like is released into your brain when you do that. Well, I've gotten to the point where I notice it like I'm tripping. I wake up, I swipe my hand across my face, and I have trails like I just took, a fat rip of DMT or took a tap of acid or something, I'm tripping when I wake up, essentially, which is when it's fresh. So if I close my eyes and I go into it, I can actually utilize the DMT that is still, flooding my brain right now to do whatever. I have a natural hallucinogen in my body, and if you can learn to control that part of your body, you can release that at any time, and I do it quite frequently. You just got to know what you're doing. There's a lot of secrets to this universe. If you just listen, people don't know to listen. People don't know how to take steps and overcome fears just long enough to listen.
10 seconds to insertion.
You can flood your brain with DMT. Like, you can absolutely
5 seconds.
release it all the time. It's what helps you focus. You know the movie Wanted?
Found the biohazard container.
If anyone's seen the movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie and that one guy who's a really good actor, but I can't remember his name right now. They said that was adrenaline. Sort of. If anything, when I've had intense psychedelic trips with dimethyltryptamine, both with an MAOI inhibitor and without, sorry, hold on. I've had it where I was able to slow down time and cause things to happen, like incredible things. Like, I don't like it's the ultimate focus. Oh my god. That was intense. I almost died. Oh, fuck off, man. Jesus. Either way, like, when you have that, it can give you intense focus. It can give you many powers that I'm not going to tell you about. But one thing I know it does is can give you like an intense focus if you know how to harness that. One of the teachings is focus. So if you learn to focus on
Op 4 has spotted the biohazard.
the important things rather than the things that are just in your face, because usually the things that are actually right here aren't the things you're supposed to be paying attention to. They're right here because they're trying to, like, look at me, ha ha ha, I'm scary, or I'm horrifying, or I'm sad, or I'm gruesome, or I'm this, or I'm that. If you just for a second and go, you'll see what you actually need to see. That's all I gotta say. Bruh, if I need advice or I need to understand, I'll Sarah ask him to explain something to me, because he can explain things to I understand, if that makes sense. Sarah knows. I try. I got a know. I got a lot of knowledge. I use it. I got about 15 minutes, guys. I'm gonna log off. It's just gonna do an hour tonight, but I did want to go on though, because last time I did say I was gonna go on and it didn't work out, and I don't want
4 remaining.
me doing some extra stuff, even if it is for YouTube, to necessarily get in the way. If I can help it. If I can't, I mean, you guys know I'm not gonna beat myself up over this, and I will be live the next day. But going live, I like it. You're so creepy sometimes. Yeah. You know what's cool though is if I astral project, you know what I can do? Talk to all your guys' spirits. I can talk to your guys' souls. If your souls let me, though. I don't think all souls answers. Not all souls have to ask back or talk back. You do stuff. But like, go talk to your soul. Or I can go visit you guys. Like, that's fucking crazy. I don't know if I'm able to see, though. I've been able to see my own body doing it once. Actually, for the longest time, and I had a theory about this, but for the longest time, I actually couldn't see my body. They say when you astral project, you're supposed to be able to turn around and see your body, and it's an indicator that you're out. I don't see it. Not at all. Like, ever. And I think part of it is even when the first time I astral projected, I already knew. Like, I just knew. I knew what was happening. I was like, oh, I'm out. like I had genuine excitement outside of my body. Like my soul was freaking. I was like, I did it. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was losing it. So I never like really had to like look. I didn't have to like look for my body as an indicator. I just knew I was already at like a higher vibration. I didn't have to deal with like, because there's some people who've astral projected and they'll see like crazy scary beings right here in their faces when they come out, and it like scares them back into their body. You know, like I never had to like, really deal with that. So I don't know. Like I've never had to like look at I saw my body once, and when I looked down, I was just chilling, sleeping. And it was very light too. It wasn't like I actually saw me. I was like a very clear outline, almost translucent even. So I don't know. That might be an indicator for you guys. That is definitely not an indicator for me. It's not helpful for me. I don't really need to see my body. I know I'm out. I actually prefer not to, really. Because if I see the body, then I'm going to have some attachment to it. And I really don't give a fuck about the body if I'm outside of it. Like, I already know it's safe. It's sleeping. It's fine. I logged off for a reason. Like, I'm trying to go chill in the real world. Deep out of body combo. Dude, I love astral projection. Like it's, this shit I talk about really isn't just a passion. Like, this is a fucking lifestyle I live. Like, this is how I live daily. This is shit I don't ever stop thinking about. Like, it isn't, because it's not something to stop thinking about. It is my daily life. I know this is fake, and I'm literally waiting for this to I'm waiting for my teachings to evolve past this third dimensional plane. Like, and it's not even waiting. I'm working to get my teachings past this third dimensional plane is what I should say. Not waiting, because I'm working for it. There's no point in waiting. I'm working for it. Yeah, come visit me. Shoot, I'm gonna try. I've been trying to. Like, when I'm out, once I get the clarity. See, here's what I'm trying to get though. So, I think part of me realizes that I do have a body because it is in the back of my head when I leave my body. But part of it is when you're out of your body equates almost to ego. Like, your ego is kind of what keeps you alive. It tells you to, you know, it's like where all the fear comes from. It's your ego in your body is what has a name. Your soul doesn't. Like, your soul is not called Andy or Rachel or fucking Michaela. Like, soul doesn't have a fucking name. Like, I mean, as far as I know, it doesn't have a name, but it doesn't have that name, not the one your parents gave it. You're like, it's like you don't have all these egoic attachments. Like, you don't. It's why people panic when they take hallucinogens, because their ego starts to die. It's called ego death, and it's where you're becoming back to your truest form, your core version of yourself. You're just spirit at that point, and you realize that you're not this lifetime because you're many lifetimes. So it's hard when you leave your body, because I don't really know if I'll remember you as Rachel. Huh. I was gonna say I did it. So I don't know if I really actually remember you as Rachel or Andy. Like, to be honest, trying to find you guys really might be a lot harder than it sounds. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be as simple as, where's Andy? Whew, I'm there. Like, as much as I would like it to be that, and it sounds simple like that in theory, truth is I'd have to remember who you were as a soul in my soul state. I'd have to know who you are as a soul in my soul state. So I don't know, because part of me knows I have a body as a soul, but when I'm in that state, it's not really like I'm Seo anymore, because I'm not. Like, that's also a name that I gave in myself, and you guys have accepted, and we've universally accepted. But I don't know what my soul was saying. Nothing that you wouldn't want your soul to say. your soul is light and beautiful. Like, it's not gonna say anything that you wouldn't want it to say, and I'm not gonna ask its secrets. It's not how it works. Like, that's ego, that's fear. Like, your soul doesn't have that. Your soul doesn't really have secrets because it's all one anyways. It's all universal knowledge. If I really wanted the knowledge of your soul, I could have it because I could just ask. And in the end, if I guess maybe I couldn't ask. Like, if I really wanted, I couldn't have it. And I shouldn't say it that way. But it's more of the idea of that, like, if I wanted knowledge of your soul, I could ask your soul, and your soul could tell me. And your soul is going to tell me anything you wouldn't want it to be said because it is you. He was hype. You right though. It depends on the intention of both people beforehand. That too. It's easier to do it with someone who's more experienced. I'll tell you that much. I'm sure if someone was on my playing field, like my mom or someone, to go. I think I've met my mom in the astral. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure I met her in the astral. But it's not like really that like simple. Like, it's hard. It really depends on the intention, like what her soul's plan was for that moment when leaving her body. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. This is a very simple yet complex paradoxical universe. So, and to try to explain it all would be one, silly, and two, silly, because you got to figure actually a lot of this out for yourself. Stuff I'm giving you is actually pretty common knowledge, and I can feel it when I'm not supposed to give you guys certain information, if that tells you anything. I can like feel it, and I can feel it coming up. I can see it in my awareness, and it tells me, nah, they're not supposed to know that. Like, they have to figure that out on their own. So, understand, there's some shit I'm skipping over, but I'm hoping this plants enough seeds that, you know, you dig a little deeper. I did it once. It's hard. It fucking is, dude. Like, it's weird because that's where you come from, yet it's very hard to relearn. It's like getting back into the the cockpit in the pilot seat and trying to remember how to fly. Like, it's really hard. It's not easy, but I love hallucinogens, except for the first time. Fuck that shit. You gotta love that time too. That time's very important. Just because it was a quote unquote bad time, like, I hate that shit. Ugh. And I'm trying not to hate it because I know they don't know. I know they don't have an understanding. So I'm trying to be understanding and not hate it. It's frustrating when people say they don't like a certain part of a hallucinogen, like they don't like the bad parts, because that's the important parts. Understand that. Like, the fun parts are important too, because you can get some nice gentle lessons out of that. But the hard trips, the hard moments, whether it's the trip itself or what's happening around the trip, which is kind of the same thing in its entirety, is important. It's hard for a reason, because you learn when you're uncomfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not going to learn. Not really, not as much. It'll be very light learning, if any at all. So your first time was probably a very important time, and to dismiss it would be a dishonor to yourself, in my recommendation. No, I mean, I met someone once, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. I've been out a lot. No, getting out is, once you can start to do it, it's, let me tell you. So if you've been out a lot, then you had to been practicing. Or you're natural, which is fucking lucky you. Plow the fertile fields of your mind and wonder not at what flowers and blooms. Yeah, that sounds like a good fucking quote. I like that. No, it was the fact that my tummy randomly started hurting sharp pain. What did you take?
5 seconds remaining. You're out of time.
Oh, I don't have water. Fuck. Because let me guess, feels like LSD. My guess is you didn't test it. those psilocybin mushrooms, then it's easy for you to have an upset stomach because it's been known to upset stomachs. Acid trip. You sure? Did you test it? You sure? 100% you tested it, right? Probably didn't. I don't know why I'm giving drug advice on a gaming channel, but test your stuff, please. Test your stuff. Test it. Just yes, I'm positive. Nah, I don't need positive for sure. Did you test it? Did you test it? Because it was your first time, so I don't really expect you to know. And there's a lot of fakes out there. Fakes that are actually so similar, they're indistinguishable, yet they're still fake. So did you test it? Being pretty sure means absolutely jack shit when it comes to anything that's LSD. See, so I knew that much. So you did test it. Okay, but what'd you use to test it? Don't think I won't quiz you, buddy. Don't think I won't. What was it?
Confirmed. The hostage has been located.
Alric Marquise. Marquise is probably the best one, but you need Alric too.
Hostage found.
I'm a complete dummy. I'm glad he tested it. Well, for those who don't know, true LSD, LSD 25, is still made with, I believe it's called strychnine, which is a type of rat poison. Believe it or not, I don't think all of it's made that way, but I know the earliest form was definitely made with some of the stuff that was made with rat poison, which isn't stuff you necessarily want in your system, but it's very, very, very teeny amounts, which is why you're not supposed to do LSD all the time.
Secure the hostage. Extraction successful. Good work.
But that could have been what that should tell me, because I get a little gassy, believe it or not. Doing LSD, you get gassy. Gives you a very gassy intestinal feeling. It can, unless the stuff I had was fake, because I didn't test the stuff. Like, I wasn't a dummy. For the longest time, I wasn't. Believe it. Believe that. But, yeah. Just to the natural plant medicines. Educate and expand my mind. Damn. 5, 9, 04, 05, 06, 07. That's it, guys. To the stream. I'm calling it good. Thanks for coming to my spiritual TED Talk. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. I'll be here around 7:30. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be there around then. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching, especially since it's a late notice and late at night. I do appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Hope you learned something new. I think I'm going to leave this up just because of that. I might even change the title for it. Quick exchange and deep combo. And then I'm just going to type siege on this. There we go, siege, deep combo. Otherwise, refresh for a second. Oh, otherwise, thank you guys. I love you. Like, of course, share with friends, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.